Allah has blessed Pakistan in many ways. Snow-clad mountains touching the sky, beautiful valleys, rivers and green pastures are a delight to see. Nature has also blessed this land with 4 seasons, where warm-hearted, simple folk live. Life in the picturesque northern areas with all its beauty was going as usual. Moment of death, 8th October 2005. 8:52 a.m. in the morning, the northern areas of Pakistan were struck with the worst calamity of their history. The earth shook. Homes, schools, markets and buildings. Everything was devastated within a few seconds, burying thousands of men, women and children under the debris. Those who were able to save their lives desperately tried to rescue their loved ones with their bare hands, but with little success. The earthquake's intensity was recorded at 7.6 on the Richter scale, emerging from the depth of 10 kilometers under the surface of the earth. The earthquake engulfed an area of 7,700 miles. A conservative estimate suggests that a population of 6.2 million and 37,000 inhabitants in Islamabad, 4 districts, Muzaffarabad, Neelam Valley, Bagh, Rawalakot, of Azad Kashmir, 5 districts, Abbottabad, Mansehra, Budgram, Kohistan, Shangla of NWFP were affected. 3,105 villages were destroyed, leaving 120,000 dead and 72,000 injured. 34 lakh people were rendered homeless. The beautiful land of Singing Water Springs was ruined due to landsliding. Death prevailed in the valleys that once looked like paradise on earth. Rain added misery to the earthquake-struck inhabitants of this region, forcing them to live under open sky and face the fierceness of the cold weather. How many breadwinners of their families have been disabled for life? How many mothers will cry forever searching for their beloved children? How many elders will have no one to care for them in their old age and sickness? How many innocent children will have to go through an endless trauma waiting for their parents who will never return? The tented villages seem like sites of communal mourning. The healthcare infrastructure in the earthquake-hit region was badly destroyed. The biggest hospital in Muzaffarabad, CMH, was turned into ruins, whereas the second largest hospital, Abbas Institute of Medical Sciences, was partially destroyed. One can only see debris where district hospital buildings in Bagh and Balakot stood. Pakistan Islamic Medical Association, PEMA, has the honor that its doctors and paramedics were the first ones to reach the affected areas, and they started their medical relief operations prior to any government or non-government agency. In the morning of 9th of October, 2 teams from Islamabad left for the affected areas. Dr. Muhammad Azam, along with 4 doctors and 8 volunteers of Al Khidmat Foundation, were sent to Bagh. They were equipped with 2 ambulances and 2 other vehicles loaded with life-saving drugs and surgical tools. Another team, headed by Dr. Tahir Chaudhary, left for Rawalakot and also comprised 4 doctors and 8 paramedics. Professor Dr. Iqbal Khan, PEMA's General Secretary, and Dr. Nadeem Kiani left for Muzaffarabad in a car. The road from Muzaffarabad by that time was closed for heavy traffic. Dr. Iqbal and Dr. Kiani were only able to reach Kohala Bridge in their car and had to walk for 10 hours amidst intense landsliding to reach Muzaffarabad. They saw several dead bodies and injured buried under destroyed buildings across their way to the Azad Kashmir capital. Pima's third team, led by Dr. Najib and Dr. Abdul Samad, reached Gilani Hospital, Abbottabad, where they started treating the injured being brought from the affected areas. By the evening of 9th of October, a coordination cell was formed at the Pima Secretariat to facilitate the relief teams sent to the earthquake-hit areas and provide them with effective and regular logistic support. The Central President of Pima, Dr. Muhammad Tariq, called an emergency meeting of the Executive Committee in which a relief committee was officiated. Through effective planning and the overwhelming zeal of Pima, members from all 4 provinces of the country and Azad Kashmir, Pima was able to set up 50-bed field hospital in Muzaffarabad and Baal on the 3rd day of the earthquake, and on the 6th day, the medical camp installed in Hassa, Balakot, was given the shape of another 50-bed field hospital. Gilani Hospital, Abbottabad, was given the status of Pima's tertiary care hospital. All these centers were equipped with operation theaters, male and female wards, OPD and pharmacies, whereas X-ray, ultrasound and ECG facilities were also provided. With the cooperation of renowned Healthcare Institute of Karachi, Bismillah Taqi Institute of Health Sciences and Blood Diseases Center, and Pakistan Diagnostic Association, all 3 field hospitals were equipped with 3 latest pathological laboratories. The laboratories were installed under the supervision of Pakistan's leading hematologist, Dr. Tahir Shamsi. Such state-of-the-art laboratories were not present in this region even before the earthquake. The World Health Organization has recognized the quality and excellent performance of these laboratories in its report. A large number of patients from other hospitals were also referred to these laboratories. All tests were carried out free of cost. The details of medical services provided by Pima are: orthopedics, plastic surgeons, 231 national, 38 international; general surgeons, 259 national, 59 international; physicians, 244 national, 35 international; gynecologists, 56 national, 17 international. Anesthetists, 96 national, 23 international; psychologists and psychiatrists, 48 national, 21 international; medical officers, 974 national, 149 international; lady medical officers, 119 national, 18 international; paramedics, 576 national, 37 international; pharmacists, 184 national, 18 international; OT technicians, 134 national, 7 international; lab technicians, 45 national, 5 international; X-ray technicians, 71 national; electricians, 42 national; administration staff, 76 national, 4 international; volunteers, 3,987 national, 61 international; overall total, 7,142 national, 485 international. Facilities and services. Beds for indoor care, 395. Bed occupancy, 95%. Surgeries under GA, 7,046. Normal deliveries, 186. Operations for delivery, 51. Minor procedures and dressings, 45,597. OB and Gynae, total of 237 deliveries. X-rays 8,352. Backup power generators 16. Telephone lines 65 landlines, 6 mobiles, 3 satellite phones, 3